interesting. But I wasn't mad about it. Hello and welcome to today's bookstore vlog. We're gonna go bookstore shopping like we're on FaceTime, so I'm gonna be filming with my phone today. I'm used to filming with my camera, so we'll see how it goes. I don't really have a set plan of what books I want to get, so we're just gonna browse and see what speaks out to me. All right, let's go inside. Here it is. I saw this frog last time I was here. I think it's so funny. This is the book that I have been wanting to read. I'm probably gonna get it today. I always like looking at their sprayed edges. They're so cute. This one is so pretty. This is, I can't even grab it. This is Ali Hazelwood's new book. The sprayed edges are really pretty, but I don't know if I want to read this one. This is Tessa Bailey's new book. These sprayed edges are so pretty. They're so cute. I just finished reading this book and it was so good. It made me fall in love with hockey romances all over again. It was so good. Look at these beautiful sprayed edges. It's so pretty. This book I recently read. Oh wait, not this one. This one I recently read for my book club and it was so cute, except mine didn't have the epilogue, but I read it and I'm okay without it. But this was my first read of 2025 and it was so cute. I read Bride by Ali Hazelwood and I really liked it, but that's the only Ali Hazelwood book that I've read. I do want to read Deep End because it's her new release and the sprayed edges are really cute, but I don't know. I feel like I need to read more reviews on it and watch more reviews on it because I don't know if I want to actually read it. I did recently get, oh, it's not here. Wait, is this the one I got? No, I got another Ali Hazelwood book, but I don't see it here. I do want to reread the Magnolia Parks book because I remember I loved it. And it's been a while since I've read it and I want to read the second book, but I feel like I have to reread the first one because I already forgot what it was about. These books right here by Melanie Harlow have the cutest sprayed edges. They're crazy pretty. The sprayed edges are so cute for both of these books, but I feel like the plot doesn't really intrigue me, which is why I haven't bought them yet. This copy has sprayed edges. I don't think I've ever seen sprayed edges for this book. This special edition is so pretty, but it's so heavy. This is the young adult book pick of the month, and it sounds so interesting. I'm going to read the back to you. Lisa and Beck and Lisa, despite army brat life orbiting them in and out of each other's world, Leah knows they are destined to be together. It's more than their friendship and chemistry. When Leah's mom was a teen, a fortune teller said her daughter would fall in love with her best friend's son. Leah and Beck were always meant to be, or so they thought. When tragedy steals Beck away, Leah is devastated. She lived her life by her mom's old fortune. If she was fated to be with Beck and he is gone, who is she supposed to be? And is there room in her broken heart for life, let alone new love? I feel like this sounds so intriguing. I might take this one. Last time that I came, I saw this book, Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I feel like this was a really relatable. So let me read the back to you. It says, at the age of 29, I'm totally 29. Hannah Martin still has no idea what she wants to do with her life. She has lived in 6 different cities and has held countless meaningless jobs since college. But on the heels of disastrous breakup, she has finally returned to her hometown of Los Angeles. To celebrate her first night back, her best friend Gabby takes Hannah out to a bar where she bumps into her high school boyfriend, Ethan. It's just past midnight when Gabby asks Hannah if she's ready to go. Ethan quickly offers to give her a ride later if she wants to stay. Hannah hesitates. What happens if she leaves with Gabby? What happens if she leaves with Ethan? In concurrent storylines, Hannah lives out the effects of each decision. Quickly, these parallel universes develop into surprisingly different stories with far-reaching consequences for Hannah and the people around her, raising questions including, is anything meant to be? How much in our lives is determined by chance? And perhaps most compelling, is there such thing as a soulmate? This one, I just feel like it's going to be such a compelling story. I haven't seen too many people talk about this book, so I might get this one because it does sound very interesting. I know this book is on Kindle Unlimited, but Look at these cute sprayed edges, but it's also really, really thick. So I might just read it on Kindle Unlimited instead, but the cute edges really got me. And this one also comes with sprayed edges. These are really cool. I think this is, yeah, it's book 2. And these are really cool sprayed edges. I really don't have a plan. Also, I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm just gonna hold the microphone like this, but I really have no plan. Now that I'm looking around, I wanna get so many. Let's see what else we can find. I have been wanting to buy Binding 13 for like the longest. I say that I'm gonna get it every time that I come here, but I never do. But I recently found out that this is on Kindle Unlimited. I stopped my Kindle Unlimited for a while, but I just got it back and this is on there. So I think I'm just gonna read it on Kindle Unlimited, but this has a nice feel. It's like matte finish. And I thought it was going to be thicker, but I think because it's so wide, it's not as thick. But the font is so tiny. So yeah, I think I'm just going to read it on Kindle Unlimited. Wait, this is totally the version I was talking about, the really thick version. This one is super thick, but it's also the Barnes & Noble exclusive. This is like the normal size paperback, but it's like super thick. But it's not as wide, so I think that's why it's thick, because it's not as wide as the other one. So I don't know if you know, but I joined a book club this year, and one of the first books that we read was a Kristen Hanna book, and it was called The Great Alone. It's a pretty thick book, but it was so good. Definitely 10/10 recommend. Some people in my book club cried, but I don't think I cried, but it was a really good story. If you've read this book, let me know what you thought about the ending, because I am very conflicted. It feels like a happy ending, but it also feels not like a happy ending. I don't know. But let me know what you thought if you read this book. I've seen people talk about the Midnight Library. Well, not recently, but they used to talk about it a lot. But I don't really know what it's about. So let me just read the back real quick. We all have regrets, choices we could have made differently, paths we didn't take, other lives we might have led, but what if we were given a chance to fix your past? Enter the Midnight Library. Nora's life has been going from bad to worse. Then at the stroke of midnight on her last day on Earth, she finds herself transported to the Midnight Library, where each book contains an alternate life, possible world in which she made different choices. She is given what seems like the ultimate opportunity, a chance to undo her regrets and try out each of the other lives she might have lived. But things aren't always what she imagined they'd be, and soon her choices place the library and herself in extreme danger. Wait, this sounds really good. I've heard reviews where people don't like this book, and that's what put me off from it, but it sounds really good. Interesting. Look at this cute little version. It's like a mini version of the Great Gatsby. This is the original version, and this is like a little mini pocket-sized one. That is so cute. I just watched this movie last night, actually, and now I want to read the book, but it's a little thick. But the movie was so good, and now I kind of want to start this series. This first book is a little thick, so I don't know. I've been wanting to read fantasy since the beginning of the year, but I don't know what fantasy to start with. I know that I really like the show The Magicians, but I heard the book is not as good as the show, but I still want to read this. I just don't know if I am going to like it. I also want to read A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden, because I met her at one of the book influencer events that I went to. I want to get this one too. I know it's a romantasy, and she just came out with a new book that is just romance. I think it's contemporary romance instead of romantasy, but this is part of a series. So I kind of want to start this one because she was really cool as a person, and now I want to read her books, but I don't know if I want to start reading fantasy right now, because most fantasies are part of a series and this is part of a series, and I'm in the middle of like a million series right now. And I just don't know if I want to start a fantasy series because it takes so much brain power. I don't know. I'll think about it. I also want to start reading, wait, I just saw it, Cassandra Clare's books. This is a thick book. Oh my gosh. But I want to start reading Cassandra Clare because if you know Sarah Hafid on YouTube, I'll put her channel somewhere on the screen, but she raves about Cassandra Clare, and now I want to read a book, but I want to start from the very beginning. But there's like 20 books in that series, and you have to start from the first book of the first series in order to understand the rest. But that's a lot of commitment, and I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. Maybe I should start with reading the fantasy series that I already own. I only own the first book. Okay, hold on. So I have, oh my gosh, they have the paperback version. They have the paperback version of what is called Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. I have the paperback version because I got it in the book of the month, but I like paperback more than hardcover, and I kind of want this one instead. It's so light. It's really nice, but I am not going to buy another of the same book if I already have it, but I do like the paperback version of this more. This is also part of a series. The second book, I think it's like Philist. I don't know how to, wait, let me grab it. This is the second book in that series, but how do you say that title? Vilest? Vilest? I don't know. Does it say? I don't even think it says how you say that name. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Anyways, I do have the first book in this series at home, so maybe I can start that one. But I don't know how many books there are in this series. If it's just 2, I could do it. But I don't think it's going to be 2. I think it's definitely going to be more. Yeah, it just says book 2. I have a feeling it's going to be more than just 2 books. You know, I've been trying not to drink coffee anymore. I thought I didn't rely on coffee, so I stopped drinking coffee and started drinking tea. And then I realized that I actually do need coffee because I have this really bad brain fog, but it's kind of also late in the day, so we're just going to power through. Okay, listen, I have a dilemma. There's the Phantasma book that I've been eyeing every single time that I come here as well. But I've been waiting for my library to get this book so that I can just check it out and not have to buy it. It's also on Kindle Unlimited, but it's so pretty that I kind of want to buy it and put it on my bookshelf. And I think today is the day that I'm going to get it because it's just staring at me. I saw it downstairs and I saw it here, and I feel like it's just calling me. Yep, I think I'm going to take it. I got this book strictly because of the sprayed edges. I think this is book 2. The first book is The Coven, and instead of purple roses, it has red roses. They're so pretty together. But I did not know this was going to be a dark romance. But I wasn't mad about it. Look at how pretty this book is. These sprayed edges are crazy. I feel like I've seen this book before, but this is like a different version. But this one is really pretty. This one is also really pretty. Oh, and it has like star constellations and a moon. This one's really cool. This is the book that I was talking about that was similar with the moons on the sprayed edges. It's also by the same author. This one looks really nice. All of these special editions of the classics are so pretty. They make me want to start reading classics, but I have no idea where to start. Ooh, I could read A Tale of Two Cities. I remember reading that in high school. I don't remember what it's about. Ooh, and this one is really pretty. This is Dracula. They're so pretty. Maybe I'll take this one because I really do want to start reading classics. This one's pretty too. These two are the same book, but this one is clearly thicker than this one. But I kind of like this one more because it also has the sprayed edges. Look how pretty these are. And they have gold edges. Wow. Maybe I should get these instead. The Great Gatsby. These are so cute. Okay, so I have to decide if I want this version of the special editions or if I want these versions of the special editions. I really can't decide today, so I'm gonna just keep staring at them and then maybe decide a different day. Oh my gosh, the favorites. This one has been like all over my Bookstagram. I hear it's really good, but I want to wait for the paperback version because the hardcover is kind of heavy. Wait, look at this version of The Great Gatsby. I've never seen this one before. It's kind of cool. This book sounds really interesting. It's about this girl that gets letters with the expiration date for each date that she goes on, or like each person that she dates. So she knows when the relationship is going to end before the other person knows when it's going to end. It's really interesting. I haven't read it, but I want to read it. Oh my gosh, I just finished reading Flawless by Elsie Silver, and it was pretty okay. I think I started liking it more when it was the last 100 pages, but I heard Heartless is everybody's fave, and that's the book that I need to read next. Wait, I actually don't know who it's about. Who is it about? Oh my gosh, it's about Cade. He's a single dad. Oh, how exciting. I actually have all the books in this series except for Powerless, and Barnes & Noble has 50% off their paperbacks right now, so I think I'm gonna get this one today just so I can have the complete series. The only problem is if I get this book in the series, I'm gonna have a complete series, but I don't even know if I'm gonna like all the books. The first one was pretty okay, but it wasn't my favorite. But I'm hoping to like most of the books so I can keep the series, or else I kind of don't want to keep the series if I don't like most of the books in it. This spells love. This is one of my favorite little rom-coms. It's hilarious. It's about this girl that wakes up in an alternate universe and her best friend doesn't know she exists. And it's like she's trying to get back to that universe where her best friend is her best friend again because she misses him. It was so cute. 10/10 recommend. Red Rising. I remember I tried reading this book. I got like 50% of the way and then I just DNF'd it because I was in a reading slump. I couldn't even tell you what this book was about because I wasn't even paying attention because I was in a really bad reading slump when I tried to read this. But I do want to read it again. So I've heard really good things about it and it's a whole series. I feel like I want to try and read this next month again. All right, listen, I wish I could stay here all day, but I do have to get home in time for dinner. So I'm going to end the video right here. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for coming to the bookstore with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.